Is this scripted when they be throwing the water in people's face?
Nah, them bitches be really throwing shit, and I be really trying to like.
That.
Yeah, no, this is no. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people, and I'm gonna call it out because I'm real. Some of y'all be orchestrating y'all storylines. Some of y'all are real parched for storylines, and they like to come at other be like, oh, you just want to storyline. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, be the thirstiest of the thirstiest.
How do you feel about Diddy and Carisha relationship? Because that's, to be honest with you, in the space that I am in my life right now, I need that.
See, well, I went down that road already with Rich Dollaz. So at one point, I was
Rich
like,
Dollaz is not Diddy, sis.
Rich may not be Diddy, but let me tell you, his name ain't Rich Dollaz for no reason.
He was spending that bag.
He got money, okay? Rich is sitting on, don't let that fool you, okay? He getting like 30 cents an episode, okay?
That was a little while ago, friend. And New York is expensive.
This was my thing. I could say a lot right now because the same people who shade people
wish they had a Rich Dollaz.
Probably did. You know
you
what I'm
didn't
saying?
laugh at that clip though. That clip was funny as hell.
It was funny.
Rich and I laughed at it together.
Okay.
Until he got mad because I laughed a little too hard. And then, you know what I'm saying? He was a little mad or whatever. He's like, yo, you're going to defend me. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You're not Diddy. Like, in a sense, like, you're Rich. No. Oh, my God.
Word with me. Yeah, you know BT. Stu so low. Shout out OCT. No real cap. Call out what we see. Whole game ready. Baller blitz on 3. No, you can't stand on your own 2 feet. I already know you can't ball with me. Come chop it up with the squad and me. They get a letter, they calling me. BallerAlert. 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 BallerAlert.
BallerAlert. Welcome to the BallerAlert Show podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page, BallerAlert. I go by the name of Ferrari Simmons.
And I am your bestie, Sue Solo.
You know BT.
OCT, what it? And it's your girl, MariahLynn. Hey, okay.
I like how the interview's gonna start already.
Just in case
you missed it.
Okay, Ralph Yarl, the black 16-year-old who was shot in Kansas City after accidentally going into the wrong house. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
He was picking up his younger siblings when he accidentally rang the doorbell to the wrong house. Cops say the homeowner, Andrew Lester, opened the door and shot Ralph twice.
Wow.
Once in the head, according to the Yarl family. Did you guys hear about that news?
Yeah, it's been everywhere, and I'm glad a lot of celebrities are making, it aware and giving donations too, because they actually have a GoFundMe, and it's up to more than 1.8 million.
They asked for $500,000. It went to $1 million very quickly. But the thing that's scary about it is this kid did not pose a threat whatsoever. He literally was just knocking on the door. It was super regular, and I think this man, this evil man, Andrew Lester, is about to spend the last of his days in jail because you just wanted to shoot a black kid, in my opinion. Like, I just don't see how you saw him knocking on the door as casually as he was as a threat. And not to shoot him in the head once, but twice. You wanted to kill that man. You wanted to kill him. It's one thing to kill him shoot him in the arm or the leg or give a warning shot, but you went for his head.
But why would you shoot anybody that just rang the doorbell?
I mean, he is an old man. He probably came up with some type of scenario in his head, or maybe he's had experiences in the past, but nonetheless, you're wrong for shooting that kid in the head twice.
That's so random to me.
I think so too.
So random. And I feel like with everything the world is going through, with how much gun violence we have, I really don't play like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm from the hood. I come from that, and I'm not, to me personally, I'll always be where I'm from. I'm never gonna forget where I'm from, but I'm not that street girl no more. I had to realize that growing up. I had to be wow, you know what? Do I want to be the superstar, or do I want to be dead in jail? You know what I'm saying? So much stuff going on that it's just that was really that's crazy. That's mind blowing to me.
Well, he locked
but
up
is
now.
It shocking at anymore?
I'm not shocked.
The times that we're living in, it's not shocking. That's why I'm kind of just oh my God, wow.
You almost
God,
wait for
be with us.
news like this to happen.
But he's stable. He's in stable condition.
Thank God.
Oh my God. Okay. So
he didn't die.
Yeah.
He didn't die. He did not die.
Thank God.
And we don't know if the 85-year-old is going to spend the rest of his life in jail.
But he
Because
should.
you
Sad, but
this is in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all ever been to Kansas City.
One time.
I think I've been one time as well.
I've never been. But
Why
I've
not?
also never heard anything good about Kansas City.
Okay, Jonathan Majors dropped by manager Entertainment 360 following domestic violence charges.
Well, he's also being dropped by his PR firm.
Yeah, his PR
and,
firm.
He can't go to the Met Gala anymore.
If you're too black and you go up too far, they gonna find a way to humble your ass. And this man ain't have no business allegedly choking his girlfriend. He ain't got no business putting his hand on a
She
woman.
went through his
No,
phone.
man. It doesn't matter what she did. My best friend was killed by her baby father 2 years ago, shot in the head over perks. Like, it be the littlest shit that, like, you're here today, gone tomorrow. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, it's no excuse. That's why I started my nonprofit called Once Upon a Time Foundation, so I could help domestic violence victims, young kids suffering with their parents who are incarcerated, because I went through certain stuff, and I also lost my best friend to gun violence by her own kid's father. Like, that's crazy.
I'm so sorry to hear
That
that.
Love Is Blind song was like real.
Like, real. Yeah. And, you know, so it's
Goodness.
yeah, that's a touchy subject for me. I don't believe listen, you're a man. You can overpower us. I get it.
Easily.
Women can be provoking. There are some women who are toxic, who will provoke y'all, who will put their hands on y'all. But the best thing to do is to just remove yourself, because that toxicity will consume you and turn you into somebody that you're not.
That is
I
so
agree
real.
with
My thing is,
I appreciate those words.
do
too.
we agree with endorsements and things being taken away from you before you're proven guilty?
I don't agree with that.
Because what happens if it's not true, right? Now what? Now they're going to be on a
Your
redemption
brand is
tour, try
already
to
tarnished.
apologize.
I would say
Yeah.
they be placed on hold, but
I
not
think so,
taking away. I would say placed on hold until
Further
we find out all-
investigation.
I
until we
agree.
find out all the
Yeah,
facts.
I think it's terrible
agree.
that, you know, these things come out and it puts a permanent stain on you. You have to live the next decade or two trying to clean it up. But now you've lost everything that you work for right now because somebody may have cried wolf. Like,
Right.
But you
and then
know-
nothing happens to the person that, you know, made the false accusations. Like, that's a whole nother topic.
They
But
probably still live together. If they still live together,
They probably living together now.
they probably living together right
and then got
now.
through it and it's over it.
Lord Jesus.
And-
Well, I don't know about that, but you can just tell in her message to him, you know, she was kind of fearful for, you know, what could happen to him. You know, and in those domestic violence situations, it's real sticky and, you
The
know.
victim always
Very
feels
touchy.
bad as well.
Yeah.
I was in a situation, my leg was broken.
Damn.
And
What?
Yeah, in 3 places. And I feel like, you know, what I learned from that is, like, at first I felt like, oh my God, I didn't want to go to police. I'm from the hood. Like, how does that look? Am I snitching? Like, you know? And then I had to sit and think back, like, wow, like, this man really I never broke a bone playing sports. Like, I've been
that
fighting
hurt.
all my life. Bitch ain't
Wow.
never break nothing on me.
Oh, my
so
God.
I was like, you know what? And then when I lost my best friend, I was like, all right, you know what? I think that this is something that I need to, like, I was scared. I didn't want it to go public. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my fans look at me like, oh, she's strong, she aggressive, she does. They don't really get to see, like, that soft side of me, or, you know, that vulnerable side of me. So I was very vulnerable when that happened. And it kind of, like, really made me, like, question myself, like, am I a snitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? But he actually went to police, and then I had to, like, and it was a long thing, but
he went to the police on
he
you
went to the
after
police on
abusing
me.
you?
Yes, little 5'1" me. After he done broke my little leg in 3 places. But again, you live and you learn. I wasn't a provoking female, but there are some. So I agree with what y'all saying. I think it should be put on hold because you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But there are some situations. Wasn't there another football player's son who the baby mother put the camera in the house and
Oh,
he was
yeah.
booming her?
Yeah, when he
Like,
dragged her.
You
Yeah,
guilty
like-
then. We can, you know, it's clear as day.
That
at that
guy
point.
actually went to jail, right?
Yeah,
I think so,
But right
yeah.
now, I mean, with Jonathan Majors, it's really he said, she said.
And
at
she
this
just
point.
made a
There's no
statement like,
evidence.
oh, he's getting help and this and that. And it's like, I get it. Like, the victim, you feel bad and you're traumatized. You start dealing with PTSD. You start, you know, there's so many different scenarios, like you were saying. It could go so many different ways. Like,
It's like when Rihanna was saying that about Chris Brown. Like, she did that interview with Oprah, and she was like, I just feel bad for him. Like, who's going to help him? Like, for him to do what he did, something is wrong with him. Like, it is a victim mentality to, for some reason, feel a little bit of guilt and not want your abuser to go through anything
and I
bad.
feel like especially for a black woman, because in the times we live in, we're trying to protect our black kings, right? And they feel like, I don't want to take his freedom. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially kids involved and stuff like that, it like gets too mixy.
Once again, where can they find your
My
info on your
nonprofit,
nonprofit.
it's the Once Upon a Time Foundation. I will be doing a lot more for DV victims, Like I said, kids whose parents are incarcerated or in foster care. I would love, we are speaking to my financial advisor to get some funding so we could maybe build some safe homes or maybe even some places where, you know, the kids could have a safe place to go in the areas that they don't have safe places to go. You know, they're being raised by their grandmothers, their aunts, foster parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like these people, I know because I was in the system. You know, sometimes you're a burden, you know, to these people. And it's like, so these little safe places mean the most to these kids where they can explore their creators. Like my thing was writing. I love to write poetry. So when I was sad or I missed my mom or, you know, whatever it was I was going through, I would just sit and write about it and I would feel so much better. So we can provide, you know, these ways for these kids to express themselves, not in the streets, not shooting guns, not selling drugs, not abusing women or, you know what I'm saying? Just repetitive cycles that we got to break. Like, we got to break these cycles.
Good for you using those negative experiences and, you know, looking forward to the future and helping other people.
It's hard.
Sometimes you really need to be the person that you needed when you were going through those things. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys see Russell Westbrook, the basketball player, is beefing with fans? Did you guys see that video?
I saw it.
He ran up, right?
I just recently saw it a little while ago. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it.
He's from Compton, baby.
I was just about to say, y'all forget Westbrook is from Compton.
Yeah, no, I just don't. Athletes are not my type, so I don't really pay attention to them like that. Rappers are not my type. No, it's just they just.
You
like,
must dated athletes in the past.
No, my friends have, and I've seen like the treatment and like what it was. Like I was somewhere one time. I won't say no names, but we was in somebody's house. I didn't know who the hell he was, but we was playing a game. You know the game on your head where you flip it?
Yep, heads
and
up.
the category was music, and I came up, and he didn't know who I was. So I was like, oh, all right, it's mutual. Fuck it. Like, you know? That's what the girls was like, she's right here. She's right here. He still couldn't get the question. I was like, all right.
Wait, so you pretty much was like, yeah, I don't even think you a starter.
You don't know me, I don't know you. Straight late.
But the fact that you're in heads up at all, though, that's pretty dope. Go ahead, sis. Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts just got a 5-year, $255 million extension, $179 million guaranteed. Lord Jesus.
So, MariahLynn, so Jalen Hurts not your type? You gonna tell me that Jalen Hurts not your type?
$255 million?
What?
He fine.
Mr. Fine. Lord have mercy.
He went viral for the Super Bowl.
And what makes him
all
real,
the girls was like, who was that? He was chewing gum on the sideline.
It was the way he was chewing that gum.
Yeah, he was chewing gum on the sideline.
Put it on the screen. Okay, there you go.
Y'all some
I
haters.
think what makes him super fine is his attitude towards women. You know, he was just in essence on the cover, and one of the things that he said in there is empowering black women because that's who empowered him growing up.
Hello.
Salute.
Hello.
And it's real.
Yeah.
That would take a man from a 6 to a
Your
10.
attitude.
I'm telling you.
Now y'all about
Attitude is everything.
A personality can make or break you.
100%.
And let's take a quick commercial break. We come back. We're going to get in MariahLynn's business.
Yes.
You're doing a good job. You got to come back.
What's good? It's your girl MariahLynn, and you are now tuned in to the Baller Alert Show.
Welcome back to the Baller Alert Show. We are still kicking it with the MariahLynn.
Hey. You doing snaps.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Glad. I like that. I like
You
that.
got the energy, girl. Hey, yo, Mariah, so we know you from TV, Love and Hip Hop, Marriage Boot Camp, your music. Once upon a time,
I was a hoe,
hey,
and I'm a minute. I won't take it back, because I did this shit.
Hey. But for those that don't know, can you give us a brief, history of MariahLynn, just letting us know who you are, because you have a story, and I don't think everybody know that.
So before Love and Hip Hop, I was raised by a single mother. My dad did like 10 years in jail. My mom went through some trials and tribulations, and at a young age, I had to step up and take care of my sisters. I have 2 sisters, Iceland and Victoria. Victoria got my nephew, who's the same age as Iceland. So my mom and my sister got pregnant at the same time, and basically,
Damn.
I was like, all right, I took custody of my baby sister, Iceland. She's going to be 8 in December.
Wow.
So I've had her since she was 6 months old.
She was on the show, right?
Yeah, she
We
was
saw
on the
that,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, she's, oh my God. She's just like everything. Like literally the reason that y'all are receiving this energy and getting this MariahLynn is mostly because of her.
Now you said you were Italian and
Puerto Rican.
I've never.
And then my little sister, she got a different dad. She's Puerto Rican, Italian, and black.
Puerto Rican, Italian, black. Wow.
Yes. So it's kind of not a lot of pressure, but it is pressure because, you know, I always want her to like, you know, when she comes home sometimes, she's in first grade and she's already coming home like, can you put my hair straight like the girls with skin like you? And I'm like, no, because we live in a predominantly suburban town. Okay. You know, I want them to have a different life than what I did. So I kind of, you know, I'm trying to like break the cycle, change the narrative for them. And, you know, sometimes it's like, no, like the girls with the skin like me want hair with the girls like you. Like, you don't want this straight. She's just like.
So she's just telling you what she's saying when she go to school.
This is a 7-year-old coming home telling me this. So this is why I'm like, you know, I wasn't really prepared for all of this. Yeah. But it's day by day. And I've been doing, I mean, a great job. She's straight A's. Her teachers love her. My nephew's amazing. My middle sister, who's my nephew's mom, she works now. You know, my mom has been 3 years clean. So
that's good. Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Her birthday's on Sunday, so happy birthday, mom.
Hey.
But yeah, so you know that I went through a lot. Not having a dad, going through the foster care system, being bounced around from family member to family member, then being a teenager, running away like to my friend's house. I'll be wearing my friend's clothes, like, you know, my friend's parents telling police, she not here, you know, diapers workers looking for me. Like, I'm talking about all of that. Like, so I had a really, it wasn't all bad, but I did have a rough childhood. Like, it could have been better, you know what I'm saying? But I'm actually thankful for everything I went through, because if not, when I sat in that Love and Hip Hop interview and they, you know, were trying to figure out who I was and, you know, if I was good enough for TV or whatever, they saw something in me, you know? And a lot of times people ask me, like, do you regret going on TV? Like, do you regret opening your life up so much and giving so much of yourself to the public? And I said no, and I still stand on no, because you don't know how many people have reached out to me and been like, yo, I relate to this. Yeah. Or, yo, you beat the odds set against you. How can I? You know, I'm looking for a better way out of this, or, you know what I'm saying? So I don't regret it. And everything I've been through, like, even with the music side, like, I was signed to an indie label. And my manager sitting right here, he know I talk about this all the time now, but I was actually took from, like, I was robbed, like $500,000 we're talking about once upon a time. I wasn't educated. I didn't know about TuneCore,
I know you want to pull the blicky out on them.
Base, all of that. Like,
look at the manager in the background.
How'd you get robbed?
So basically, when I got on Love and Hip Hop, I was signed to an indie label. He worked with artists and also robbed artists like Dricky Graham, Kazi Pop. They have records like Snapbacks and Tattoo and Yeah OK featuring Rick Ross. You know, I had just met DJ Self, and he heard Once Upon a Time. He loved it. And I got on Love and Hip Hop. So at the time, I was signed to this label, and he was the manager, the label, the co-producer. It was Diddy. Like,
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
The publishing and the name.
Well, he tried.
Okay.
Because I'm not that slow. Thank God. I had legal representation and all of that stuff. And then when I met my manager, who's also my best friend, Terrell Everett, he was like, yo, where's your iTunes money? Like, where's this? Where's that? And I was like, what? Like, I'm getting show money. Like, I'm getting the Love and Hip Hop money.
He was
like,
being an auditor.
I was like, I'm just happy to fucking be here. Like, what the hell? What are you talking about?
Right.
He's like, no, babe. Like, your royalties, your masters, your this. And I was like, what is that?
That's a different check.
Wow.
I didn't know none of this stuff. Like, imagine. So this, like, eventually almost brought me, like, into depression. Like, I don't want to do music no more. You know what I'm saying? And it put me in a bad place. And that was bad for me because this was my livelihood. And I had all these people depending on me, like my sisters, my grandmother, my mother. Like, I'm fighting for my mom's sobriety. I'm fighting for my sister's future. I'm fighting for my future. I haven't even thought about having my own kids yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to think about my legacy too. I've been focused on my mom and everything for so long and fighting for what's mine that I forgot about my happiness and what's, you know, to come for me. But ultimately, I got ahead of it. Terrell taught me a lot. Shout out to Bob Celestin. He taught me a lot. John Fazio, these are all my legal team who have taught me about media base, all of this stuff. And now I own the copyrights. I own the masters. All the money's coming to me. I'm fighting for my money back. It's a $3 million lawsuit. Ooh. And
that's how much he made off of you while you were signed to that.
He took over $500,000. but you hindered
Sheesh.
my campaigns.
Right.
You stagnated my success.
Which all
You hurt
tallies
my
up.
team,
Yeah.
and you took from my table of my people to put on yours.
Was this DJ
Now-
Self's label?
No.
Okay.
See, Self
This
is
somebody
a
before
whole.
him.
Self came and like helped me.
After.
Two out of the
Self was just there as help.
Yeah,
Just for clarity,
so
'cause
I
I don't-
actually met Self through him, and Self
Okay.
kind of like saw the wrongdoing and was
Okay.
like, you know, he don't get in the drama,
Time
but
for
he was
Self.
like, yo, if I could help you by playing your music on the radio, signing you to management to me, I will, and he did.
Okay.
So, and then I got on Love and Hip Hop. He's the one who introduced me to, you know, the producers and stuff
that's
like
dope.
that. So yeah, so shout out to Self because Self helped a lot, but. Me and Terrell have been fighting, like just me and him, literally.
still
like-
fighting, correct?
And still fighting. Yeah, still fighting. But now
Those
we're in a
things
better
definitely take
place, like,
time.
cause now that everything is, like, God don't like ugly, and He not too fond of pretty neither. So you could be the most handsomest man or the most prettiest girl and have the ugliest soul. God is, you will reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Question. Just to piggyback off where you're at right here, because you said you felt depression, and I'm a big mental health person.
Oh yeah.
What was that like for you, and how did you overcome that? Because you had to come out of that space.
A lot of love, a lot of support. Like, again, Terrell, again, like my mom's sobriety, again, Iceland, like, again, like my fans and the people who look up to me. There's so many people who look up to me. I'm like, oh my God, like, first and foremost, I can't let myself down. Because to me, like, I've always been a survivor. Like, I don't want people to be like, oh, she's a victim. No, I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. Like, I
Heard
fought
that.
through this shit.
Yeah.
I earned my stripes.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, now it's just time where I own everything. My name, my masters, my copyrights, everything
Yes.
reverted back to me. And now you will starve. And I mean starve. I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire.
Lord, jeez.
Oh, spit on who?
The man that stole
the
from
man that
her.
stole from me.
Who is he?
He remains anonymous.
Yeah, he would never get nothing. I mean, he didn't even pay taxes on the label, so the label's non-existent
Ooh.
at this point. Like, you can't even sit with me right now. Like,
Do you actually feel that you are out of the depression though? Because
yeah,
because
wait,
you're naming like all these, what we saw in Love and Hip Hop was a very hurt MariahLynn.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, like it was like almost every other episode there was some type of fight going on. Somebody was talking trash about your size, your talent. Maybe people wanted to only work with you or help you because of what you look like. Them being black women, like clearly black women, and then you being of lighter skin, straight hair. Like, I think some people felt like you had it a little easier. And to be honest, and let me tell you this, so I go to YouTube and I'm watching like some of your like greatest clips on Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yeah.
And there was a racism disclaimer before the video came on. And it made me wonder, like, why would they feel the need to put a racism disclaimer? Did you experience people talking to you about racism in real time during Love and Hip Hop? Were people saying like, girl, they just working with you because you MariahLynn?
Up north, like, you got black and white girls, black and Spanish girls, white and Chinese girls. You got Indian and Guyanese girls. You got, like, it's all different types. So up there, like, it's a different, like, aesthetic set. Like, down south, it's like there's no gray area. You're white or you're black or you're Spanish. Like, there's not, oh, you're Puerto Rican, you're Dominican, no. Up there, it's like that. So with that being said, like, I honestly felt like I had it harder than the girls. And I don't want to, like, because, again, I could never understand what black girls go through or what, like, I could never understand that. Yes, I have thick ass Puerto Rican hair. A lot of people probably don't know that, but I'm lighter and, all of that. But my little sister is not. So I have a different perception personally. But for other people and outsiders looking in, they probably might think, oh, she had it easy. No, I got told every day I was trying to be something I'm not. Oh, you trying to be black. Oh, you trying to be this. So what is, and I don't want to get too deep into this, I just want to say this. Trying to be black is what? Being uneducated? What is that? Because I talk ghetto? Am I trying to be African American because I talk uneducated? Like, I don't understand. I'm just trying to make it make sense because I'm just a product of my environment. If I was raised in suburbia and I had like white parents who like gave me everything and like silver spooned me all my life, then like maybe I would like talk like this and they would love me. But no, this is who I am, and I'm not afraid to be who I am, and I'm not afraid for people to like or not like who I am.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, can you tell us about, going into Love and Hip Hop, how you felt and how you do now?
I was scared. And I never was really scared in my life until TV. Because I was like, wow, I faced my problems all by myself all my life. Now the whole world is seeing my and they're talking bad about my sister. Like, we live in a wicked, malicious world. Don't get me wrong.
That's why you can't read them comments like that.
In this room right now, I can honestly say I have such an amazing energy from each and every one of you. Like, I can tell that y'all are not evil, malicious people. There's so many people like that in this world. They talk about my sister. They talk about my mother's habit. They talk about all of these things. I had a body of a 12-year-old boy. Oh, I've done this. Nowadays, I got a skinny girl BBL. I done just gained some weight, started drinking Inshores and shit. They saying I had a skinny girl BBL. It's like, it's a lose-lose situation. So to bring back to the question, like, I feel like I had it harder because people are telling me I'm a culture vulture. They're telling me I don't belong. I'm a white girl in hip hop. I don't belong. I belong doing country. I should be doing techno. I have people in the industry, this tell me all the time, we want her to be. I've got deals that they say no. We send pitch decks to companies and they say no because they want me to be more whiter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, just let me be who I am. And either you believe in me or you don't.
You were really vulnerable on Love and Hip Hop. There was a time where your mom got caught for stealing, and then you flat out, you were like, yo, I just spent my rent money to get you out, like to deal with this. I think that people just, I guess when you're not in that situation, like you're like, whatever, spending her rent money, but she's in black trucks and she's like having these lavish experiences.
Paid by Love and Hip Hop.
You know what I mean? It's like they don't know how to separate all that.
Right, yeah.
But do you feel that your relationship with Richie Dollaz and Cisco was really going to help your music career? Because they were proud Creep Squad, proud of it.
Yeah.
And the way that they did you on that show was
the way
pretty
that they did
shiesty.
me or the way that I did them?
Well, how they set you up at that cocktail situation.
They did set me up, and I'm gonna be honest with you. So I was a rookie at the time. It was my first year, so I wasn't thinking about no setup stuff. But it's actually funny because me and Cisco never had a relationship. Nothing. That one kiss y'all seen on TV, that was it. Like, we hung out maybe twice outside of the show. And I will give it to him. Very respectful. Never try to touch me. Never try to be disrespectful towards me. And that was it. It really was just to get back at Rich. Rich and I, yes, did date it for a very long time. I am single and nowhere ready to mingle right now.
Not entertaining anybody?
No, I'm healing and I'm just waiting for my Prince and Shining Armor. I mean, it's conversations being had. I'm squinting at somebody. I'm like this. My eye is jumping.
Who is he?
Happened though with Rich,
Who is
because
he?
Marriage Boot Camp, he gave you a ring, right? What happened after that?
He did give me the ring. I wasn't gonna give him the ring, and then I didn't want to do what he did to me and embarrass me on national television.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because he did once upon a time not long ago. And I was like, you know what? 2 wrongs don't make a right, and I don't want to block my blessings. So why would I? Because at first I was like, when he asked me to go on Magic Book, I was like, I'm a dog walk him. I'm going in. I'm everything. I'm a cry. I was
but
like,
you
it's
were
over.
you guys were like the most mature couple on there.
They said
and I was
that.
just like so impressed.
That was so surprising.
I was so impressed because I was like, I didn't expect you to be like that, and you just showed.
I
like,
had just lost my
complete
best
growth.
friend. And I was the whole, I was just trying to get out the depression stuff. And I spoke about my leg being broken on the show. And I actually was like, I felt like Rich was, we were on an off time when that happened. So I was kind of like, if he would have did what he was supposed to do as a man, I would have never probably been in that situation. I would have never looked for love in that other, you know what I'm saying, that other place. But it's not his fault. You know what? It is what it is. And Rich is an amazing father. He's a good person. He's just not for me long term. Like, we've spoke about the future stuff and stuff like that in the past, but it's like, no. The narrative between Rich and I are
the
over.
mom was like,
no, because I know his mom very much. His mom, actually, out of everybody, his mom loves me. Like, I know I'm the only one that she, like, acknowledges, like, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it was like, well, I'm fucking you, not your mom. So at the end of the day, like, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fake a baby, like the rubber broke. Like, I don't really care what your mama think, but nah. But I respect to her because she is an amazing woman, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, listen, she raised her son to the best of her ability. So whatever he out here doing and all of that stuff, at this point is none of my business. But I do wish him the best, and I love his daughter Ashley. I love, you know what I'm saying.
Who was just in like a domestic situation herself.
But it's the Smiths,
so
you know.
unfortunate.
She was in the right, like. That's another situation, like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you reach out to her?
I sure did. I mean, I reached out to her and then I reached out to him and I was like, yo, like, you made sure you handled that, like, she's okay, she's released, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So it'd be like little stuff like that. Like, we're not together, but when stuff happens like that, we're gonna reach out to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you good? You need anything? Because we've been through so much, 10 years.
When did y'all get together? Was it when Love and Hip Hop first started?
No.
It was before that?
Way before Love and Hip
So
Hop.
you and Rich Dollaz dated for 10 years?
When did y'all
on
get
and
together?
off.
That was your
on
boo.
and off. On and off.
That was your boo.
On and off.
When did y'all get together?
I was, I think like 21 or 20. No, I was 21. Yeah, I was 21.
How old was he?
I don't know.
So he kind of.
How old is
Age
he now?
difference. It's
So-
a
Yeah.
big age difference.
So he
Yeah.
knows everything that happened with that label taking advantage of.
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't say nothing.
He knows everything. I
Did he
mean,
try to help with that situation?
girl, that's why you look where we at now.
Because he
Got
was
it.
managing Olivia.
Because a real one is going to make sure that they, you know, do their due diligence. Like,
So wait, you're not talking to him anymore. You guys don't talk at all.
no, we're on speaking terms. Like, we're
Okay.
cordial, but I can't do the whole what you wearing or send me a picture. Like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Listen, when I'm talking,
6 minutes ain't it. Okay,
No.
6 minutes just is not it.
No.
Wait,
I
so
need-
he would ask you, like, you know, like, what was you wearing before you go?
You would
before
send
you
him
go
your
out?
butt in the
no,
sink
like,
pictures?
you know, you texting your boo or whatever, or if you just be like, hey, what you doing? Oh, I haven't seen you. What you wearing?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
how it
You-
is.
Come on.
You
I
would
don't
put
know
your-
how that go.
You would send them a
You
pic?
don't be asking your girls to send you pictures and stuff?
No.
He know how that go.
No,
I
don't.
like him. You rather see it in person with the lights on, right? I like that. See,
I'm
that's
not about to ask you
that's
what you.
Hold on now.
What you
Hold
I'm not about to ask you what you got on.
Maybe you don't, but you know about it. You know that this is what men do, right?
right.
He know about toxic energy.
He know.
Yeah.
That's toxic energy. That's not toxic
That's not
energy.
toxic.
Is
Listen,
that toxic
I
energy?
feel like this. Like, if you're talking to someone, even if you're, you know what I'm saying, you're just entertaining someone, I feel like, me personally, if I like the person, I'm not going to entertain nobody else. So that's why me and Rich are cordial, but he don't respect if I'm in a relationship. Like, if I'm dealing with
he'll still
somebody,
send her?
Yeah.
he don't respect it. Like, he
Oh.
like, I should slide in his DM. I'm like, yo, you doing too much. Like,
Oh.
Slide
stop.
in his DM and do what?
Hey,
No, Rich comes off very toxic, and I couldn't tell if it was like
Toxic girl.
TV, like he just wanted
Toxic
to do it
for
for
real.
like reality TV, but
No.
So wait,
but he's a good person.
I hate to say this.
Yes.
Did you guys have great chemistry?
6 minutes.
of it.
6 minutes of what?
Of chemistry.
The man lasted 6 minutes.
But was it great?
But I wouldn't know. It's been a long time. Like years.
Wait.
6 minutes.
There was
bro.
a moment on the show where they were talking about
Like
6
in
minutes.
Marriage Boot Camp, he said, he was like, she don't want to give me no. Nope. He was, don't fucking touch me. Like, I was
it's
literally
only
like,
6
no.
minutes.
No, not because it was only
Not
6
just that.
minutes.
Oh.
It was just like, I was just
She was
like,
just
yo.
fed up
That's
with the
that's
whole
not a good
situation.
time though, right?
You can go crazy in 6 minutes. Like if you really
Wait.
moving the table.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. That's a quickie, right?
No, that's not even a
Yes.
quickie.
But if you're really into someone and like you really love them, like most of the time you're just like whatever, 6 minutes, like I can figure it out.
Damn, that's nothing.
But when the man is a creep
So
and
Sue, you said you
disrespectful and
experienced
not
6 minute men.
I have.
Was it good, the 6 minutes?
I think it was better when I was head over heels, and then when it started to dwindle, I was
That
like,
was
"Bitch,
me.
you only got 6 minutes."
That was me.
Yeah.
So
I
how,
was like,
so, how
yeah.
many,
Okay.
so how many pumps is 6 minutes?
Like 3?
No, because you know, if you jackrabbit it, you might get a little 50 strokes in.
Damn, that's a lot
Like,
of strokes in 6
you know
minutes.
what I'm saying?
That
You
is a
gotta-
lot of strokes for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
out
like
of
passionate
all
sex.
the music guy, hey man,
I do.
for sure. I feel like out of all the guys on Love and Hip Hop, like the music guys, the producers and all them, I feel like Self for some reason came off like the most genuine. Like
He is.
he just seemed like he
Self
was always just trying to help
loves
people.
me.
Maybe he wasn't getting in on the business the way that he should have. Because, we saw he dropped the ball with Cardi B, like, and all that. But he did seem like he was the guy that genuinely wanted to support.
Self loves Cardi. Cardi loves Self.
Yeah.
We're family. We came up together. At the end of the day, you feel me? And that's all I gotta say. Like, I'm not trying to say anything, but whatever narratives that anybody came up with or put out there, we family. Yeah. We support each other. Okay. Like, we from New York.
Before we get off Rich, when Megan James, you did that interview with her and that viral clip went out all crazy about comparing Rich to Diddy, what was your thoughts when the internet took that and ran with it?
I'm going to be honest. Let me explain it. Okay, because a lot of people thought that Megan was throwing shade, and she wasn't. Like, maybe she was in her for her show or whatever the case may be. She really wasn't. So let me explain real quick. So what happened was, we were talking about the whole Diddy Carisha thing because of the age difference. It had nothing to do with financial or whatever. And Rich may not be Diddy, but let me tell you, his name ain't Rich Dollaz for no reason.
He was spending that bag?
He got money, okay? Rich is sitting on, don't let that fool you. Okay, he getting like 30-something an episode, okay?
That was a little while ago, friend. And New York is expensive.
I mean, he was just on Atlanta. He's still getting to the bag.
Well, his name Rich Dollaz for a reason.
I mean, he
get to the bag.
But so the point was that when she said that, and when I saw it on the internet, first of all, I was like, wait, why the fuck would they choose this clip? Like, that don't make sense. But then I'm like, okay, I get it, clickbait, whatever the case may be. But, and this was my thing. I could say a lot right now because the same people who shade people
wish they had a Rich Dollaz.
Probably did, okay? Or whatever the case may be. So this is why I just love being myself, and you know what I'm saying?
You didn't laugh at that clip, though? That clip was funny as hell.
Funny.
Rich and I laughed at it together.
Oh, okay.
Until he got mad because I laughed a little too hard. And then, you know what I'm saying? He was a little mad or whatever. He's like, yo, you're going to defend me. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You're not Diddy. Like, in a sense, like, you're Rich. No. Oh, my God. No. Okay, let me just make this clear.
Disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful.
That's not disrespectful.
Your name is Richard, not Sean. Like, what are we talking about? If she would have said, if we were talking about like financially or whatever, if you thinking about it though, he worked for Bad Boy. So, I mean, you can't take away what he did. The Cassie, the Ryan Leslie, like Rich did a lot of shit that people kind of forget about. Like
he did what for Cassie and Ryan Leslie?
He was managing Ryan Leslie, Cassie, all of that. Rich was involved with all of that.
I think they were talking about the financial piece of it, like
at least that's how the clip looked. Like
that's
the
clip went because everybody
that's what she was trying to say. But again, you should watch what you say because it can come back and bite you in the ass. Luckily, Megan and I are friends, and I would never push it out there. But I love her, and it wasn't shade towards me, and she know not to shade me anyway.
Period.
Hello.
Ooh, and she drink her water.
Hydrate.
So, what's next for MariahLynn? You back on?
Are you going
TV?
back to Love and Hip Hop, girl?
Going back?
Where I'm at in my life, I just don't want to deal with low frequency. I mean, low frequencies. Exactly. I don't want to deal with low frequencies. Like if they're like, for example, like I know
because TV did take away from like the music, right? Like it kind of overshadowed the music.
Drama. That's what I was, without trying to shade Love and Hip Hop, because I will say this: Love and Hip Hop is a woman-based platform, owned by Black women. So again, if it wasn't for this Black-owned company, the world would not know who I am fully. And I gotta still pay respect to them no matter what. It is a show. They have a job to do. Drama is going to come with reality TV. Do I want to continue to partake in those? Not really, because again, it overshadows the music. And with what I have going on next, I have some major, huge collabs coming. Some 6-figure deals on the table. We've been rebranding since last year. We're just coming with a whole new energy. It's the same Once Upon a Time MariahLynn, just evolved. And just better and less angry.
Yeah, a lot less angry. I can tell.
A lot less angry and more healed. And just like, I just want to have fun. I want to, I owe it to my fans to come back.
What does the rebranding look like? Because I've been seeing you out in the streets with the girls. You've been hanging out with Alexa Sky and all the hot girls and the wardrobe. You're giving sexy. You're giving elevated. Like, what is this rebranding look like for you?
I really just wanted to tap into my softer side, less makeup. I feel like less is more. I don't want to be Alicia Keys with no makeup, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like today the leave out is out. Remy told me, sis, you need to like start embracing more natural stuff. So I'm trying to just be more natural and show the natural girls, since now I feel like it's coming back. Like the Flo Millies and
That's
just
my
the
dog.
young
I like
baby
her.
Tate, like embracing just all different
Baby Tate.
shapes and sizes. Like I live for this female empowerment era, and that's what's been inspiring me. Like the girls inspire me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not all about designer shit. Look at Ice Spice.
Yeah.
And you were auntie mama. So it's
I'm
like
a sister mama.
sister mama.
And an auntie mama too.
Yeah.
And an auntie mama too.
your niece-
Because when my sister be like no to my nephew, he be like, call Aya. Elias, I don't got money for that. Aya do. I be like, boy, if you don't get out of here.
So you got people looking up to you.
Yes. And I just want to utilize, like, if I don't find happiness and peace and I don't get to utilize my platform to do good, then why was it given to me?
Amen.
If I can't
Like that.
educate myself to educate other artists, like everything I'm learning right now and stuff, when I get to the age where I'm too old to perform Once Upon a Time and the sex workers don't want to hear it no more, and you know what I'm saying, the LGBTQ is like, bitch, you dried up or whatever, I want to be able to teach these artists how not to get swindled, how not to, avoid going into depression and giving up and quitting. Because quitting is the last option. It's only a loss if the lesson isn't learned, my loves.
Yes.
Please know that. You can beat all these odds set against you. Like, and there's still times that I feel like, damn, I feel a little defeated. You know what I'm saying? Just surround yourself with people who genuinely love you, because there's a lot of people that fake love. You know what I'm saying? I know Tink just dropped her project. Shout out to her. That shit is fire. But there's a lot of fake love out here. Yeah. So I just want to, honestly, this year, I feel it like in my soul, in my bones and everything. This is my year just to come back. Like I said, this is not
The redemption.
Yeah, it's not the, how you say, the fall down. It's the comeback.
Yeah.
That's the setback. It's the comeback. Well, this is the bounce back for me.
Now,
Come
where
on.
Where you at?
We know that Once Upon a Time is now independently gold. Do you feel that you
salute.
can
You know that, right?
Yes.
Because you own it.
Yes, I do.
I went on YouTube today and saw that, this particular YouTube had 14 million views on it. I was like, Lord, I hope baby is getting to the money with this song. Do you feel that after so long, people want to hear something different from you, or do they expect you to stay in that same pocket?
I think that they do want to hear some different stuff from me, and I just put out a drill song called Treesh, and another one called Spicy. I've been dropping weekly, literally freestyles. I've also been working with a lot of upcoming artists. I got some collabs coming with Autumn Marini. That's my girl, Kaylin Castle. Yeah, like all the girls, like I got a lot of big shout out to Big Frida. We talking collab with Frida. Who else, babe? Yeah, I gave up Frida, and I'll give y'all one more. Trina and Super Cindy are doing an all-female album.
Yes. Okay.
Would you do your own reality show?
I would do my own reality show. I kind of
Now Zeus gonna get the caller now.
shout out to Natalie.
Zeus getting MariahLynn a show.
Yeah, we've been.
We had a little delay.
Wait,
Come on.
Not my. I mean, I won't say that I've been offered my own show. I would love my own show. I have not been offered my own show, but there is talks of different networks with me and my team right now.
Okay.
Best of
Now
luck
don't be
to
going
you.
back on there fighting now after this redemption tour.
And that's my thing. Like, you know what? Listen, if I was to go, because a lot of people are like, go on, Batty, so whatever. If I were to go in there, like, don't get me wrong. I know this is what the fans are saying, but you know what? If I was to go in there, I feel like I could maybe guide some of these girls. Like, we're not always gonna get along. It's just like, no,
They
man.
may turn you
No.
into back to
No,
your old
girl.
ways.
Right.
friend.
Well, if I had my own show, I would love to just highlight what people didn't get to see on Love and Hip Hop. Like, y'all saw me in 3 minutes leaping over tables, fighting all that stuff. Y'all didn't get to see this. And like, look, see, y'all getting to know like the real me now.
real
And
you.
I want my fans to really get to know like the real me and see like mine and my mom's relationship sober now. Y'all got to see it when it was tainted. Why not see it put together?
Amen.
Sister
Like that.
mama.
Yo,
Yeah.
so is this scripted when they be throwing the water in people's face?
Nah, them bitches be really throwing shit, and I be
I
really
always
trying
wanted
to
to know
like,
that.
yeah, no, this is no, like, don't get me wrong. Some people, and I'm gonna call it out because I'm real. Some of y'all be orchestrating y'all storylines. Some of y'all are real parched for storylines. And
That's
they
why
like
they throw
to
that
come
water.
at other, be like, oh, you just want to storyline. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, be the thirstiest of the thirstiest.
Trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out. Yeah. Not me. I'm just organic. If y'all need me, call me. Y'all know my number. Y'all know when to call me when y'all need me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know when y'all need somebody to come in and call shit out for what it is and call a spade a spade.
Yeah, because you wasn't playing, girl. I was living my hip hop, loving hip hop dreams.
Hip hop is like a wash now.
Terrell laughing.
Some good water over here.
I feel like it's just the times have changed. Let's just say that. The times have changed. 6.1 million views when Cardi, Bianca, and I were on. I don't know if that will ever happen again. But I wish that for them, and I hope that for them. And I hope that, you know what, I see a lot of other shows like trying to go in a different direction. I think that they are trying to go in a different direction now, and try to show more of the sisterhood in women in the industry and stuff. And if they were to do that, then I would say yes, I would come back.
You think it's time for that?
I think it's been time for that. I think that's why it's not given what it's supposed to give, because it's not focusing on people who actually have real shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually got to be on tour. You actually got to have a merch site out. You actually got to be selling a product.
Talking
Like,
that
a lot
talk.
of these
Talk
people
that
are not
talk.
actually doing shit.
Damn.
No, for sure. Instead of making up storylines.
You about to drop the mic.
Well, MariahLynn, we appreciate you for being on the BallerAlert show.
Thank you.
Come back anytime you got
Yes.
something to
Thank
drop.
you.
You know, this is
Yes.
home.
Well, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for having me. The energy was amazing. I love BallerAlert. Y'all always show me love. Y'all never have shaded me. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't start now.
Don't get
Now
the
y'all my
fucking
friends.
Message. Dear Baller Alert, my mom is cheating on my dad.
Woo.
I caught her. Now, my dad isn't the best dad out there, but I feel bad for him. Should I stay out of it or tell my dad? On dad.
If I was
On
a
mom.
son and it was my dad, I think I would probably, it depends on the bond with the mom. Because if my dad was cheating on my mom, I'm telling my mom. Like, I'm telling my mom. If I was him, honestly, your mom is being a hoe and she not admitting it. So go tell your dad.
In it.
Yeah, she gotta admit that shit. And know what the fuck you do, 10 toes.
Oh, God. I must say that you need to mind grown folks' business. You need to stay out of their business, because you already said that your dad isn't the best dad. So maybe this is revenge cheating. Maybe they're in an open relationship and you don't know about it. You can't say my dad ain't shit and my mama cheating. I'm about to tell. Like, just stay out of grown folks'
Or
business.
go tell your daddy cheat.
He probably already is, friend. Like, who knows?
Yeah,
DT.
true.
Or his daddy probably already cheated in the past. I agree with everything.
Maybe
Sue
that's
said.
why the mom is cheating.
That's
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I agree.
I've never snitched a day in my life.
Oh, God.
But in relationships or family members, I will definitely snitch. Sue, I love you like you my real blood
I
sister.
know, I love you.
If you're in a relationship and I see that person cheating on you, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call you and snitch on whoever that motherfucker
Siblings
is.
should do that.
If someone cheating on you, I'm gonna tell you. OCT, someone cheating on you. MariahLynn, if somebody's cheating on you, I'm gonna tell.
That's
If somebody
siblings.
cheating on my goddamn daddy, I am telling.
If your mama, not somebody,
If
if
my
your
mama
mom,
is cheating on my daddy, I'm telling.
Wait.
I'm telling.
Wait.
I'm telling. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's a bad example for me. Now,
That's true.
I'm gonna have PTSD and I'm gonna cheat.
No, for sure.
Or you gonna think every girl's gonna cheat on you
Now
and treat women
we
badly.
have to talk about this
Yeah.
as a family. This person is a grown ass adult that DM'd me. So this is a person that DM'd me.
So you saying that he needs to set his family down and talk about
No,
I'm
he said he's
snitching.
calling a family meeting.
I said I'm calling family meeting and I'm telling. That's what I'm
What
doing.
he could do, but what he could
I'm
do,
telling.
but what he could do
Byron.
is tell the
Hey,
mother.
how about this?
But
How
what
about
he
this,
could tell,
everybody?
he could tell the mom first, warn her, and say, if you don't say something, I'm gonna say something.
How about this?
'Cause
I
he
love
don't
my
know what's
mama and my
happening.
daddy.
He really
Now
don't
what,
know.
now what if your mama just slapped the shit out you?
Listen, he needs
I
his own
told him
comedy
anyway,
show.
it's a wrap. Go handle that.
Man, you can't have no family meet with your parents. You
I
can't call
agree.
a family meet.
I agree with Octavia. The child needs to have a meeting with the mom first. Talk to the mom. Hey, mom, I think you're cheating on dad, and I'm about
What?
to tell
Not
on you
think.
what's
He
going
said
on.
I
No,
caught
because
her.
then if I was the mom, I'd be like, I got $1,000 for
He
you right
said-
now.
I mean, it is what it is.
They
Like,
said I caught them.
Now what if
So,
your mama
I
just say,
caught you.
mind your motherfucking business?
what
I'ma
if your
beat
mama
your
mess
ass.
around and tell you that your daddy been beating her ass,
Oh my
and he
God.
been
Oh,
cheating
hey,
on
hey,
her,
hey,
and he don't do nothing for her?
Hey,
or
hey.
Drove this thing off a cliff. Let me turn it back.
What's the next
might not be
mail?
ready.
What's the next
You
mail,
might not be ready. Like, mama might really be like, hey, child, we actually have an open marriage. Is that what you wanted to hear?
But I think, like I said, I think he should go to the mom. If he really feels bad about it, tell her, hey, if you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him.
Maybe the daddy just got
way?
6 minutes and the mama is just tired. She wants 12. She said double up on them.
Double up.
Okay.
I'm saying something.
And that was Baller Mel right there. Before we get out of here, we got a pep talk with Miss MariahLynn.
Y'all already know it's your girl MariahLynn. Make sure y'all follow me, MariahLynn Boys. Make sure you go check out everything. And my little advice for y'all right now, my little pep talk for y'all right now, okay? Ladies, we are running shit right now. Remember that this is everything. We got this on lock right now, okay? And if anybody play with your name, make sure that you don't let them play on anything else after that, okay? Because when somebody try to play with you, make sure you take them on a seesaw and you right up and down. Nah, I'm just playing. Make sure y'all stay with the high vibrations, stay away from low frequencies, okay? And make sure that y'all live in your truth and you be who you are. And you don't back down from nobody. Like Lotto, big energy, period.
Baller Alert!